The story of Clara and Whiskers. In a quiet town nestled among rolling hills, there stood a cozy cottage with a garden that bloomed in every season. It was here that Clara, an elderly woman with a heart as warm as the golden sunsets, spent her days. Her life was simple, filled with the gentle rhythm of sipping tea on her porch, tending to her flowers, and watching the world go by. But one snowy winter night, her life changed forever. It began with a soft mewing at her doorstep. Clara, wrapped in a shawl, opened the door to find a small, gray kitten with wide green eyes staring up at her. The kitten's fur was dusted with snow, and its tiny body shivered in the cold. Without hesitation, Clara reached out with her weathered but gentle hands and picked up the trembling creature. She named him Whiskers. From that night on, Whiskers became Clara's constant companion. He grew from a scrawny kitten into a sleek, majestic cat with shiny fur and bright green eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of the ages. Together, they spent countless hours on the porch, Clara reading her books while Whiskers rested peacefully at her feet. The cottage, bathed in the soft glow of golden sunsets, became a sanctuary of warmth and love. In the garden, Clara would gently tend to her flowers, her hands moving with care and precision, while Whiskers explored the blooms, his tail flicking with curiosity. The bond between them was unspoken but profound. Clara's face would light up with love and warmth as she petted Whiskers, and he would purr contentedly, his eyes half closed in bliss. As the years passed, Clara grew frailer, but her love for Whiskers never wavered. She would sit by the window, watching him play outside as soft light filtered through the curtains. There were moments when she would stroke him gently, her face serene yet tinged with the gentle sorrow of time's passage. Whiskers, ever perceptive, would notice her discomfort and pace around her, his eyes wide with concern. One evening, as the room was bathed in warm, golden light, Clara lay in her soft armchair, her breathing slow and steady. Whiskers curled up next to her, his body pressed against hers. In that final moment, Clara's face was peaceful, her hand resting on Whiskers' fur. He nestled against her chest, his eyes full of loyalty and sadness as she passed away. The cottage grew quiet after Clara's departure. Whiskers sat by her side, his eyes watchful and sad, in the stillness of her room. He would stare out of the window at the empty garden, where autumn leaves swirled in the wind. The once vibrant flowers wilted, and the cottage became overgrown with ivy. Whiskers, his fur now graying with time, walked slowly among the remnants of the garden, his steps heavy with loss. Yet, there was a quiet resilience in Whiskers. He would sit on the windowsill, staring at the sunset, alone but calm, as if the memories of Clara lingered in the air. Sometimes, he would stand in the doorway, looking out at the peaceful countryside, his expression a mix of sorrow and acceptance. The garden, now in full bloom again, bore his paw prints in the dirt, a testament to his enduring presence. One day, as the sun set behind the hills, Whiskers perched on a high tree branch, watching over the empty cottage. The wind gently moved the curtains inside, and the soft light shining through the windows seemed to whisper Clara's name. Whiskers, his eyes filled with both sorrow